Just look at that sea of orange. No surprises if I tell you we're here in Holland at Zandvoort for the Max Verstappen celebration party. It's a quick track and perfect for high speeds, high stakes qualifying. Welcome along to the Dutch Grand Prix qualifying day.
Okay, engines fired up, we're set. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Okay, mate, our best lap so far, 1:14.9. All clear the garage, please. Car's ready to leave. Stroll ahead. Right, their best lap time, 1:14.9. We've dropped to P15. We've dropped to P15.
qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and to the Zandvoort circuit. We're 25 miles away from Amsterdam for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. Zandvoort circuit then, 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout the 2.6 mile lap. And watch out for cars making use of the DRS zone into turn 1 to attempt an overtake. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Piastri, Esteban Ocon and Mayer, Hamilton, Jackson, Gasly and George Russell, Leclerc, Albon, Nico Hulkenberg and Tsunoda, Antonelli, Surfer Girl, Ollie Behrman and Fernando Alonso, Lawson, Hadjar, Stroll and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. Now, Ant, I could go on for hours, and I probably will, about the atmosphere here today, the sea of orange, this Dutch Formula One festival. But once you're in the cockpit, once the visor's down, what are the challenges for the drive?
Well, what an incredible circuit. It feels just like a roller coaster. This track has some extreme banking that if you walk the track, you almost feel like you're horizontal. It also has some blind corners, so make sure you're not looking at the nose of your car and that you're looking far ahead. And if you look far enough past the Orange Army, you might even spot the beach.
The formation lap gets underway then, and it's going to be interesting today to see how the dry conditions could affect the lifespan of the tyres. Towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, failing that, within the points.
DRS now available. Okay, you're in the top 10. Okay, as things stand, we'll be third in the championship. Okay, mate, and that's Jackson behind. We want to keep them behind, please. It's critical for our race. behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done. Sat in P8, well done. Okay, so gap to the leader, 14.6 seconds. It's Hamilton ahead, less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. That's Jackson behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. And that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. 27 laps to go. Oh mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Ocon is ahead of you, and the time last lap 1:19.2. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. All right, you're falling back by 1/10 a lap. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 2.2 seconds. You should be feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon, so stay on your toes. Systems all looking good, head down. Pierre is in for his stop now. Okay, there's a fault with the DRS. You will not be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out for now. Okay, mate. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this. Stopping now. Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. In this lap, push now. Try not to push the tyres too hard, you're probably losing some grip at this point. Pit now, pit now. Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it. Okay, let's go now, come on. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. Starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop. Okay, Hulkenberg just ahead. Push, push. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.6 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. Time last lap, 1 minute 18.8. 1.2 seconds advantage per lap. Keep going. DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out, we can work on a fix remotely. Okay, so the car ahead's come in and fitted the soft tyre. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. That's Albon behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 6 laps old. And the time last lap, 1:18.5. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.9 seconds. Okay, mate, after that front wing damage, we've got to look after it now. Please protect the front wing. Come on. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. Okay, let's see if we can catch the car ahead. Gap currently 5 seconds. catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race. Okay, as things stand, we'll be third in the championship. Gap to the car in front, 7.7 seconds. Great stuff, you hit that target, really good job. Okay, that's Pierre behind. Pierre is behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They've done 14 laps on those tyres now. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1 minute 20.1. Looks like the car behind has a small amount of damage to the front wing, but it doesn't seem to be affecting performance. Just be aware. Pierre is in the pits. Okay, gap ahead, 11.3 seconds.
Another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
And you could really tell today just how much of a factor the home race advantage was. Not only did they have the energy from the crowd, but they also knew every millimeter of this track. That's what the home race advantage means.
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.